All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Ukakadash, and Barakatham to the elders, Wa'akim, Wa'akwa, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of the prophecy updates as of December the 30th, 2024, on this, Monday night. And it reads, news article from the JerusalemPost.com as of December 30th, 2024, and last updated December 31st, 2024. It reads, it says a projectile from Yemen intercepts after sirens activated in central Israel. It says Magdan David Adam said that no casualties has been reported so far, but several people were injured on the way to shelter. Sirens sound across central Israel following a missile from Yemen, which was intercepted before it entered the Israeli territory, the IDF announced Monday night. The IDF said that the alarms were triggered after a concern about a falling sharpening or fragment from the interception. The attack came after reports of the UK and the United States quakes in Yemen. The Houthis claim that the incident on Telegram shows videos of people running to shelter from the Israeli social media channel reports. The military investigating that details are under investigation. It says on the mild injuries were reported. Magdave Adam said that an 18-year-old girl was mildly injured after she was hit by a car on the way to shelter. It says the organizations noted that several people were injured on the way to a shelter and some others were treated for a panic attack. It says fragments of the ballistic missiles was found in the Bet Shin KAN news reported. It says IAF intercepts 2 rockets from northern Gaza as sirens sound in the Gaza border area. The Israel Air Force intercepted 2 rockets that crossed from the northern Gaza into the Israeli territory after sirens sound in Gaza border communities at 8:37 p.m. The IDF announced Monday evening. Right, so as we've been seeing, once again, the rising tensions been heating up between the Israeli Defense Force going against the pro-Iranian groups, right along with the Houthi rebels going against the Israeli Defense Force as well too. As escalation's been heating up ever since then. It says Hamas fired 1 rocket from central Gaza towards the Kefim, no casualties reported. Bring out some scriptures. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 15. It says, for the sword and the discretion draw off 9, one people should stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands, which we know the modern day swords with them. So that's why we see the increasing, continuing seditions among the nations, pro-Iranian groups going against the Israeli Defense Force, and the Houthi rebels going against the Israeli Defense Force as well too. Those are seditions. It says, for the sword and the destruction draw off 9, one people should stand up and fight against another with swords in hands. 2nd Esdras 15, verse 16. For there should be sedition among men, invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor their princes, and of course the action stand in power. Right, that's what we see in the resistance of the Palestinians going against the Israeli Defense Force, and of course the action stand in power. That's what we're seeing. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 3. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes, uproars, people in the world, right? So increasing earthquakes and increasing uproars of people in the world. And this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 8. Because we're living in modern day times and seasons, and every purpose of heaven, which is more modern day biblical times and the signs of the times, especially with the uptake of the wars and rumors of wars against nation. And we've been seeing that uptaking over there in Western Asia. Ecclesiasticus 3 verse 8. In a time to love, in a time of HATE, in a time of war, in a time of peace. And this is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, which we see it over there in the Middle East, like I mentioned before, over there in Western Asia. Nuclear escalations are increasing between the Israel Defense Force going against the pro-Iranian groups. Joel 3 verse 10, beat your plowshares and swords and pointing hooks at the spears and let the weak stand strong. As you've been seeing the increase in growing rocket launches from the Houthi rebels going against the Israel Defense Force throughout central Israel and southern Israel, and then over there in Tel Aviv as well too, that been increasing. Right along you have the coalition forces of Great Britain and the United States and the IDF together going against the Israel Defense Force. We still starting to see that the weak Sam strong, which they are in continuing in solidarity with the Palestinians, which we see in increasing raids over there by the Israel Defense Force over there in Western Asia throughout that region. As it says again, the IAF intercepts 2 rockets from northern Gaza, has siren sound in Gaza border area. And this is another news article, another sign of wars and rumors of wars between the Houthi rebels going against the Israel Defense Force. As we've been seeing rising tensions over there in the Red Sea, you know. This is another news article. I just want to add a side note to that. And this is another news article as of December the 30th, 2024, and it reads from the Jerusalem Post. It says, Israel warned Houthis of consequences for missile attack at a UN Security Council meeting. It says the U.S. reiterated that condemned the Houthis' latest attacks on Israel and support Israel's right to defend itself at a UNSC meeting. The U.S. called on the UN Security Council to respond to Iran's flagrant violation of its resolution to arm groups and implore members with direct channels to Tehran to press its leaders to stop the Houthis from launching attacks that put civilians in harm's way. It says, in the past time, the Houthis to cease their reckless and destabilizing behavior in its council should ensure that there are consequences for their actions. The U.S. and it says the U.S. said on Monday during the UNSC emergency session on the threat of the Houthis. The sessions followed last week's petition for Foreign Minister Gilgam Sarar to convene the meeting. The Houthis had also taken hostages, including the UN workers. I called on all countries who seek global stability to designate the Houthis as a bad organization. Sarar said on Monday, it's time for the international community to take action to counter the Houthis' aggression. The Houthis' latest attacks on Israel, the U.S. reiterated that condemning the Houthis' latest attacks on Israel and support Israel's right to self-defense, and a statement also reported and supported by the United Kingdom. It says a Russian drone hits Ukrainian military vehicle in Kharkov region. And this is another news article from RT.com as of December 31st, 2024, and it reads, South Korea issues arrest warrant for impeached president. So it says Seoul court has approved requests for Yoon Suk Yeol's detention on charges of insurrection and abuse of power. A court in Seoul has approved a request from the law enforcement authorities to detain impeached President Yoon Suk Yeol. According to the European, this marks the first time in the country's history that a sitting leader has faced an arrest warrant. It says South Korean Seoul's Western District Court issued the warrant against Yoon on Tuesday. The charges masterminding the December 3rd martial law declaration, orchestrated insurrection, and abuse of power. The corruption investigation officials for the high-ranking official CIO filled with the detentions warrant after Yoon ignored these summoned to appear for questioning regarding the short-lived martial law. Interesting. German government accused Musk of election interference. Moscow comments on government flight to U.S. Trump endorses Mike Johnson for White House Speaker. It says Russia and Ukraine conducted major POWs flight. Moscow reported. It says mental disorder suspected in a German Christmas market attack. Some more prophecy updates. It says facilitate access to humanitarian aid and the famine hit Sudan, Pope says. Gulf Cooperation Council chief affirming support for Syria during visit. The Syrian appoints some foreign Islamic fighters to its military sources say. Israel arms says intercepted missile launch from Yemen. Ceasefire between Turkey and the U.S. led back SDF in northern Syria holding, Pentagon says. Moroccan activists tried over earthquake response criticism, Royal reports. It says 2 killed in Gaza as aid conveyed looted, WFP reports. It says that the Iraqi cabinet approved $4.6 billion at Bashar's at the Tar oil pipeline project. It says Israel UN warns Houthis risk sharing same faith as Hamas. Hezbollah reports as of December 30th, 2024 by Reuters. That's another sign of wars and rumors of wars. It says the Monitor says 31 Kurdish Turkish-backed fighters killed in Syria. The WHO demands Israel release of Gaza hospital director. Welcome back to the All-State Halftime. I got some more scriptures. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before thee and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries. and the great kingdoms of war, evil, and the pestilence. Right, that's what we see in our world today. Modern day war, evil, and the pestilence, which is going to continue to see increase, just like in Jeremiah's the prophets of old time. It was happening in ancient times. Now you see it in modern day times. Once again, this is Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 8. In a time to love, in a time of HATE, in a time of war, in a time of peace. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 39 and verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High Yahweh, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all ancient and be occupied in prophecies. Right, so the prophets in modern day times are occupying in prophecies, and they're prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and a pestilence. And this is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. It says, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh thy power, that I will send a famine in a land, not a famine of bread, no thirst for water, but the hearing of the words of Yahweh. Right, it's going to be a modern day famine word, just like that news article hit over there about the situation, about what's going on over there in Sudan. And there's going to be a modern day famine word for lack of bread, for lack of water, but the hearing of the words of Heavenly Father Yahweh. As we see in these increasing biblical signs of the signs of the times of the Heavenly Father showing us, He's going to, continue to increase, show forth more and more. As we see in the increasing, ramping up more and more of wars, rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, seditions, uprises, uproars, people world, and more increasing biblical signs of the signs of the times, which we're going to continue to see increase more and more. Amos 8 and verse 12, they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro, try to seek the words of Yahweh shall not find. Amos 8 and verse 13, and that day shall fair verse of young man faithful thirst. And this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3 and verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose in heaven. Right, we're living in modern day biblical signs of the signs of times, and every season, every purpose. Every season, every purpose of heaven. Ecclesiasticus 3 verse 2, and a time to be born, and a time to die, and a time to plant, and a time to pluck up the wishes plant. Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 3, and a time to kill, and a time to heal, and a time to break down, and a time to build up. Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 4, and a time to weep, time to laugh, time to mourn, time to dance. Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 5, and it reads, and a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, and a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embrace. Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 6, and a time to get, and a time to lose, and a time to keep, and a time to cast away. Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 7, and a time to reign, and a time to sow, and a time to keep silent, a time to speak. Ecclesiasticus 3 and verse 8, and a time to love, and a time of HATE, and a time of war, and a time of peace. Ecclesiasticus 1 and verse 9, the thing that have been is that which shall be, that which is done, and that which shall be done, there is no new thing in the sun. Right, so we're living in modern day biblical signs and the signs of times, just like it was in ancient times, and I would say in modern day times. Ecclesiasticus 1 and verse 10, is there anything wherefore it may be said, see, this is new, and having already of whole time was worked before us. Ecclesiasticus 1 verse 11, there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall be any remembrance of things that are to come, that shall come after. Check out some more prophecy updates, if possible. It says Turkey's 14 billion plan to develop in Kurdish southeast. I believe, which I read that previously. It says the Israeli airstrike near Syrian capital kills 11, war monitoring says. It says a major incident. China-backed hackers breached the U.S. Treasury workstation from Radio New Zealand, published 1 hour ago. It says Ukraine received 15 billion from U.S. as part of the G7 aid packet. It says ABC News, a respiratory virus actively high as cases increase. U.S. Bring up this second Edges 15 verse 5. It's the book of Second Edges, chapter 15 and verse 5. It says, Behold, saith Yahweh, that I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right, just like that news article I just seen of a potential of virus of cases are increasing in the United States, especially with that bird flu situation. I believe they said it was some about an increasing of a health of respiratory systems are increasing among citizens in the United States. And, we've definitely been seeing the spreading of the bird flu cases, especially in California and New Louisiana, especially over there in California for the past couple of weeks. We've been seeing cases been increasing. So we're going to see how that situation plays out. But in the meantime, Second Edges 15 verse 5. I just want to add a side note to that. Second Edges 15 verse 5. It says, Behold, saith Yahweh, that I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right, that's from the visitation from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh himself. It's the book of Psalms 18 and verse 7. It says, then the earth shook and trembled, and the foundation also hills moved, was shaken because it was rough. Just like you had those couple of tornadoes. I believe it was tornadoes that touched down in Texas and different parts of down south. And that was the visitation from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. And this is the prophet Isaiah, chapter 28 and verse 2. Behold, Yahweh had a mighty and a strong one, which is a tempest of hell and a destroying storm, as a flood and a mighty waters that overflowing shall cast down to the earth with a hand. And this is the prophet Isaiah 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visit of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquake, great noise and storms and tempests and the flame devouring fire. Right, like I mentioned before, visitation from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh himself, because he's the true creator in the heavens and the earth. Second Edges, chapter 9, verse 2. Then thou shalt understand it is every same time where in the highest, which the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, will begin to visit the world which he made, which we're going to be seeing an increase in visitation from him now so more than ever. Second Edges 9, verse 3. Therefore, when there should be seeing earthquakes, uproars, people in the world. Right, so we're going to be seeing more increasing earthquakes and more increasing uproars, people in the world. So with that, this was just a sit-down lesson of the prophecy updates as of December 30th, 2024 on this Monday night. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Makakadash. And Barakatham to the elders, Wa'akim Wa'akwaf. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, Ba'Hashem, the name Hamashiach Yahweh. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, Relash Wakadash tongue. And I say once again, Barakatham to the elders, Wa'akim Wa'akwaf. Until next time, I will say Shalom.